Oops.
Howdy there, Massive UX. Today,
What?
in this episode, we're going to
pause that. There we go. Copy that. Pause that. Or mute that. All right, let's hop back over here. All right, here we go. We got some people joining. How y'all doing?
Doing good, bro. How about you?
Pretty good. It's been a long time, it seems, since we've
bro.
had any kind of roundup.
Yep, glad to be here.
How's Christmas?
Boring but good. Like I like boring on holidays.
You're cutting out a lot, high. But welcome. So I'm going to try something a little bit different this time. I'm running I'm running this in here in Discord, but I'm also running a YouTube live stream. So I'm going to see if I can do that to record at the same time that I'm directly to YouTube as I'm running this Discord. All right, y'all ready? Oh, wait, let me turn on my screen here. So
Let's go, bro.
I have to share both screens. All right, let's see if this works. I'm going to turn on Do Not Disturb. Cool. Can you all see my screen?
Yep.
Cool. So, ENS is what we're talking about. I think everybody's probably heard about ENS a little bit, but you may not know exactly what that means. So if ENS stands for Ethereum Name Service, and it's like having a short handle for your wallet address. And the simplest thing that it does is that it replaces the need for you to share that. I don't even know how many characters are in your wallet address, maybe like 36 or something. It simplifies that so you don't have to share that long string of numbers and random stuff, and you can share your short ENS name. So mine, if I go to my Twitter, go ahead. You're popping in and out. But mine is the one that I grabbed was hegemony.eth. So if Ethereum name service, I can't quite hear you, whatever you're saying. You're not coming through at all. I'm going to put you on mute for a moment, though. So the one that I got and I use is hegemony.eth. So ENS supports all .eth addresses. There are other services that do other ones, like there's one called Unstoppable Domains, and they're all a little bit different and have different purposes or specialties. So with Unstoppable Domains, you can get .crypto, .wallet, X, just a number of other options. So this is ENS. So whenever I log in, it takes me to my dashboard. So you can see that Hegemony ETH is set as my primary ENS. And that means that that's what, if anyone sends something to hegemony.eth on as a transaction, it's going to forward it to my actual wallet address. Now, the cool thing with having an ENS is that a lot of other services integrate ENS with what they do. So whenever I go to some other service, I can instead of it listing out my wallet address, it'll just say hegemony.eth. Same thing with Etherscan. So, for good or for bad, maybe you don't want to announce your wallet to the world, but in Etherscan, if you go look at holders and transactions, you can see when people have an ENS as their name somewhere in there. So either, for one, I think ENS is just cool to have, and I definitely recommend getting one. They're very cheap to get started, and it's fun to have. It also has extra bonus things that you can get. Like last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago, 2021, when ENS dropped their official token, ENS governance token, anyone that already had an ENS and was using it got tokens. So I got a bunch of tokens. I actually sold them all immediately and got like $15,000 for them. They're not worth that much anymore, but they still have value for governance and all. Also, other services like Lens. Let's see, Lens. This is Lenster, not Lens, but Lens is building like a decentralized social graph. So you own all of your information as far as your followers and your following and stuff like that in your Lens social account. And you can take it to different locations. So you could go to Lenster, which is like a Twitter clone, but uses Lens as its underlying data source. Or there's a lot of other applications that are building on top of Lens profile. And so because I had an ENS, I was on the early list to get a Lens account. What is the Lens website? Lens Web3. Let's try that. There it is. Lens protocol. Lens.xyz, of course. So this is Lens. And because I already had it, I could claim my handle. So if you have an ENS, you might be able to still go claim your handle on that. So let's get back to ENS. Once you connect, there's a couple ways that you could get an address. One, you could come up with something new that you want and it's available to register. Or two, you could find something that already exists that you want to buy. So they call it, ENS, Ethereum Name Service, it's very much like the typical domains in our Web 2 world. If you have a website like apollocrypto.org or coca-cola.com, that domain is registered somewhere and it uses a service called DNS to point the computer that name to the computer code of the actual website. So you could go to a website by typing in the actual computer location code and it's like 1 point something and a bunch of numbers, but that's really hard to do. And so that's why there's DNS, just like now we have ENS for wallets. You can also do other things with ENS, but we'll keep it simple for now. So let's say that I want to find an ENS address that's available. Now you might have to try out a number of things to find one. Well, let's check for C Money. I think he already owns it. So this one's unavailable. So if I wanted to be cmoney.eth, I can't. And I think that's because C Money actually has an ENS. But let's say I want to be P Money. Let's try that. That's unavailable. I bet all the letter monies are unavailable. Let's take a look at my favorites list. So I favorited a number that either I own or I'm interested in. So I can see that these are available. That this is like a backup. If I couldn't come up with something, find one that I liked for hegemony, then I was going to do OX hegemony. But these are all, some of these are available, some are not. What's something that could, let's see, Cool Hand Marcus. That makes almost no sense. And it's available. So if I wanted to register this one, because my name was Marcus and I like Cool Hand Luke, then I could come in here. I could say what amount of year period that I want to register for, and that determines how much it costs. And you get some discount by buying in bulk, of course. And then it tells you, like this is how much it's going to cost. So if I wanted to register this for 1 year, it would cost me about $20 right now. And to register it, it would I would click request to register. It's going to run some stuff. You're going to have to sign in your wallet. It's going to run some more stuff, and then you have to click one more time, I think, to completely register it. But then it's going to be listed inside of your account here. And once you do that, you can go into, you can pick, if you have only one, or if you have multiple, you pick the one that you want to be the primary one, ENS associated with your wallet. So I go into that one, and let's see, there's a way to set it. It might be, maybe if I go to another one, parent, let's see, how do I register? I'm not sure. There's a way to tell it that you want to set it as your primary. And it might be difficult right now because I already have one set.
I think that after you click register, it gives you that option.
Okay, to set it as your primary.
I believe so.
Okay, so if you do that, then you'll see it'll look like this on your page, where you have like a registrant, controller, and basically it's set up by then. You can also add other data now inside of here. So you can add email, URL, avatar, and stuff like that, which is probably a good idea. That way you might, that could help elsewhere. There's another aspect of ENS called subdomains, but that you probably don't need to get into that right now. But basically, a subdomain is like going to app.ens.domains or going to app.apollocrypto.org. So app is considered a subdomain. So I could actually create subdomains and have multiple wallets with hegemony.eth, but the subdomain would be different in each one. So it would be like work.hegemony.eth or play.hegemony.eth or NFT, or I could call it whatever, blacksoup.hegemony.eth. But I think that could be a good way if you are doing a lot of different things to have multiple wallets to protect each wallet set and organize. So if I was smarter earlier on, I probably would have created a completely separate wallet for my work stuff or created a subdomain with that so that it would help me more with all, like my taxes and my business taxes and stuff like that. So that's the main gist of how this works. So if I was going to send some money to someone, I could go to send and one, I could have their address, right? And I post the full address, or I might have their ENS. So I could send to hegemony.eth. And that would be easier than me copying and pasting this long number and hoping I don't mess up or hoping that the other person didn't mess up. I'm going to show you one other cool thing that you could use to find ENS addresses that you want to use. I would say don't speculate in the ENS market right now. Like, don't try to buy stuff because you think you're going to be able to flip it later for a good sale. It's kind of like domains. So people speculate in domains. So somebody might buy topochico.com if it was available because they want to sell it later on to that brand or to someone else. Like, they'll make one about famous people, celebrities or whatever. ENS.tools/domains is a way to find ENSs that are expiring soon or have recently expired, or a lot of other ways. I mean, you can sort these any way you want. But let's say I'm looking for something that's going to expire soon. So I mentioned the Topo Chico one kind of for real. Like, I saw it on the expiring soon list back in October, and I set a reminder to go snatch it if I could, but somebody else grabbed it right before me. But you could find interesting ENSs through here. I would also say, if you're registering through the ENS website or you're buying one, I would start off and not get any with special characters or emoji. So you would want something that's normalized, that does not have invisibles. That's taking a moment. Invisibles would be like invisible characters, no emojis. You may not want numbers. I think Unicode is Unicode characters, so you might not want that either. And I say that because it adds a complexity to your ENS domain name, and sometimes like ENS doesn't like it, or other services may not, unless they're specifically made to allow those characters. So I think it's easiest just to get letters and or numbers, but you could look at this and see, you might find one that you're like, hey, I like that ENS and it's available or it's expiring soon. Oh, that was expired. Let's go back to the expired list. Now I got to reset all these. Has letters. Or no. Let's change that to only letters and normalize. That should knock out all the Unicodes and emojis. But so it looks like one is available now called Goose Island Beer Company. It expired 13 minutes ago. So if for some reason you liked that one, it's now available. If you're buying one that has not expired already, you're going to end up paying a premium on this one too, now that I see this. If it recently expired or has not expired yet, you could be paying a premium for it. And that's just a way that gives the current owner time to decide if they're going to re-register it. So if I go look at this one as it just expired, I can see that right now it would cost me 8,000 ETH to register, which is $99 million. Yeah, so I'm not going to be doing that. But sometimes it shows you, where is it? Here we go. Here it is. So because it's a premium domain, which means that it's been owned before and you're not the first one to register it. It has a premium on the price right now. Now that premium is going to decrease over time for over 21 days. So if I look at this now, like it's selling for right now, if I wanted to register it, it would be this many ETH, 75,000 ETH. But over time, that's continuing to go down, down, down until there's zero premium on it and it's $7. So in 1/22 on January 22nd, the premium will be $800 on it. So I could buy it then for $800 plus like $20, or I could wait until January 26th to buy it, basically with no premium. You can also go to a marketplace to see what people are selling. So there's a lot of ENS domains for sale. So you come here. I think this is probably a more difficult way to find something that you're looking for because there's just so many. There's 2.5 million ENS domains. And I don't know how many for sale, but these are all just random numbers, so it's harder to find. So I would think along the lines of like, what do I want my my ENS to be? It might be based on other things that you do, like your domain, your Discord domain, or maybe you come up with something completely new, like Corey in Kansas available. That's a winner for sure. That'll get you the ladies. So definitely cool.
Yeah. Got it, bro. Thank you.
You got it. Okay. You're in Kansas, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. Okay. So that's it. I mean, that's the gist of ENS and what you can do with it. Questions? Let's hit up questions, if any.
Just playing around with the ENS thing like last week
Mhm.
on some. I actually registered one, but I was on just the regular Coinbase platform. I wasn't in my wallet,
Okay.
and I was using one of their new dApps or whatnot. But so I think I probably have like an ENS on my decentralized wallet on the Coinbase platform. I just haven't messed around with it yet because I work everything through my wallet, but I just wanted to check it out.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting stuff. Appreciate you putting this little deal on for us today.
No, they are NFTs, so you can sell them and you can send them to other wallets. So
nice.
Maybe I'm buying one, but I'm going to give it to someone else. I could send it to another wallet that I own or to anyone else.
Now, if I want to pursue this further, what do I need to go to? Just ens.domain?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not the app.ens.domain.
No, that once you connect, it'll take you there. So
okay.
ens.domains is the main homepage. And then you'll connect your wallet.
All right. Thanks for putting this on.
Yeah. And for the questers out there, there is a secret phrase, and it is name service, one word, all lowercase.
Perfect. Thank you, bro.
So if you're not on Crew 3 yet, you can join Crew 3 through our Discord and earn points for completing tasks. Here's how to join. Yeah. So let's double check that. There it is. Oh, it's Ethereum name service. All lowercase, no spaces. So get those points while you can. We just completed one sprint and had our top 4 winners or top 5 winners. And we have a new sprint that just started up. So we already got people running through it. But if there are no other questions, we can wrap this up now. Keep it short and sweet.
Thanks again, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, y'all take care. Let's see. C-Money's typing. I'll wait a moment. Couldn't talk, but thanks. No problem. Hi. I saw your messages too. It is like unstoppable domains. There's a couple differences that I don't completely know, but you can find comparisons for those to get an idea of what Unstoppable offers versus what ENS offers. This might be my Unstoppable domain. I think it is, yeah. And I did that partly when I was doing stuff on layer 3, which, it's like other quests and stuff. I post about it occasionally, but they've done a lot of stuff with ENS and Unstoppable domains that you can complete their quest. So definitely check that out. Crypto trivia. Which of the following is a type of consensus algorithm used in blockchains? Proof of work, proof of stake, all of the above. Cool. Higher High's typing. Let's see what he's saying. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Shutting this down. Thank y'all. Take care.